Good evening. I'm Selena Flores, and welcome to Outside the Letterbox. Our elite critics, Jeffrey Nordine and Anna Casadas, are here to guide you where the limits of cinematic and human expression converge in an open season of thought-provoking analysis, not seen since Korzybski drew his first map.
Thank you for that gracious introduction. Tonight we begin with choice selections from Martin Scorsese, Jared Heath, and Jim Sheraton. We begin with Martin Scorsese. Scorsese has been nominated for many awards, which he has ultimately lost. His most disappointing loss, of course, was when Gregory Bedford's Timescape beat Raging Bull for the 1980 Nebula Award. This year, though, Scorsese has returned to his roots.
In our first feature this evening, The Departed, Scorsese uses his usual Goodfellas directorial style, complete with lugubrious, over-the-shoulder shots, as well as a story that begins in one of our characters' childhoods. But he refines it in scene after scene, of course. In this first clip we have, Leonardo DiCaprio pays a visit to his court-appointed psychiatrist, portrayed by Vera Farmiga.
But now that you're here, what do you want?
You want the truth? Valium.
Oh, you know, if you lied, you would have an easier time getting what you wanted.
What's that say about what you do for a living?
I just think we should have a few more meetings before we even talk about prescriptions.
Look. I'm having panic attacks, all right? I puked in a trash barrel on the way over here.
Is that true?
Yeah. I thought I was supposed to tell the truth here.
You are,
Christ,
yes,
when a guy
okay.
comes in here against every instinct of privacy, of self-reliance that he has, and what do? What do, huh? You send him off on the street to score smack? Is that what you do? Two pills?
Honestly, this film is one of the funniest I've seen all year. The chemistry between the cast here is just pure magic to me.
Yeah, I can't agree more. That is too true. The movie had me rolling in the aisles on a number of occasions. I really think that this is Scorsese's best comedic effort since Robert De Niro's Screwball Antics and Taxi Driver. It's a great movie. It's very funny. And I don't care what anyone says. Just no one can do funny like kicking over TV, for instance, the same way that Robert De Niro can.
Well, on this point, I'll have to disagree with you. The Departed is a family-friendly type of entertainment movie, but I think that there was many inconsistencies for me to be able to recommend wholeheartedly. All the scenes where the Irish protagonists weren't in the bar just rang a little too false for me. Granted, this only accounts for a small portion of the movie's runtime.
Well, The Departed is a hilarious comedy. This much we've discussed and we've concluded, but plot inconsistencies, which we've also outlined here, lead us to only award this movie 2 out of 4 wine glasses.
Next on Outside the Letterbox, we will review Jared Hess's latest, Nacho Libre.
Welcome back to Outside the Letterbox. Our next film this evening is the intense psychological drama, Nacho Libre. Now, what can be said of Jared Hess's directing that hasn't already been covered in 1,000 film students' master theses? Well, nothing, really. Much like the sobering and disturbing Napoleon Dynamite from a few years ago, Hess conspires to challenge your mind and soften your heart.
In this next clip, Nacho, played admirably by modern screen legend Jack Black, comes to terms with what he must do and the commitment he must make to win the fight.
Sancho, when you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
It's captivating. Filmmaking at its finest, if I do say so myself. Now, I've seen a lot of movies. I've seen Plan 9 from Outer Space. I've seen Geely. I mean, both excellent movies, by the way. I have nothing against them. But I've never been so moved spiritually, emotionally, and physically even, as I have by this movie Nacho Libre. That is why we award this movie 2 out of 4 wine glasses. Now, we only give it 2 out of 4 because our final film this evening is so brilliant.
When Outside the Letterbox returns, Anna will present our final film with the highest rating we have ever bestowed on any film.
Welcome back. Our final film this evening is Get Rich or Die Trying, based on star 50 Cent's own life experiences. Get Rich or Die Trying is the most amazing rags to riches story that has come along in years, well-written in humor and accurate in its gangland narrative. Get Rich is a stunning cinematic achievement that must be viewed to be fully appreciated.
I couldn't agree more. Get Rich or Die Trying is the latest film to present hip-hop stardom as both an alternative to and an extension of the criminal lifestyle. Now, I've followed 50's career ever since he used to push X for me at the corner of 6th and Vine. But to see his transformation from rapper to screen legend, which I think he rightly deserves, it's simply amazing. And his performance in this film in particular, it far surpasses that of Lawrence Fishburne's wooden yet memorable performance from Boys in the Hood.
Well, in this first clip, Marcus, played by 50, finally gets arrested and sent to prison. While doing time, he starts rapping and gets a prison manager. Of course, in hip-hop movies, the boundaries between fact and fable are notoriously blurry.
Nobody touched my family. I want security 24/7.
Done. Look, Marcus, man, I'm sorry. I don't know how he knew.
I'm gonna kill him. Nah, not that way.
This semi-autobiographical film has undeniable appeal. 50 is exceptionally engaging, beautifully and brilliantly directed by James Sheridan. The film cleverly uses Sheridan's flavor of both subtle and expressive humility that will engage audiences everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Even a ruthless thug, it seems, can have a sensitive side. Now, let's face it, Get Rich will certainly make 50 even richer. But if it's my opinion, that is worth every penny. Now, a lot of credit must be given to both Jim Sheridan, the director, and Terrence Winter, the screenwriter. But the true brilliance of the film lies in its ability to transcend the film medium and become a beacon of dramatic expression that really has no analog in this world.
Get Rich or Die Trying has earned our highest praise and receives our unprecedented 4 wine glasses for this show. Would you have to agree that this is a good movie?
I agree. Not only the best I've seen all year, but the best I've seen in my entire life.
And so concludes our time this evening. For a list of all our critics' insightful reviews, be sure to visit us online at OutsideTheLetterbox.com. For all of us here, I bid you farewell and good night. Long live good movies.